Guys, it is Thursday, which means it's a book club video. So I told you in a video about 2 weeks ago that we're switching it up, because usually what we do is the first video of the month, when we start a new book, there's 5 videos per book, so it's 5 weeks. So it's a little more than a month, but you know what I'm talking about. The first video is always the introduction, the video that introduces the book that was chosen. We always do a voting poll over either on my community poll or Sharmaine's community poll, and it's the one that with the most votes wins. So it's a collaborative effort. Me and Sharmaine recommend books. You guys recommend books as well, down in the comments. The second video is the goodie box, which was what last week's video was, and it's what we're eating, using, drinking while reading the book. I feel like I'm struggling to talk today. The third video is usually the questions. The fourth video is usually the recommendations for the following month, or the for the following book club, what book we're gonna read next. There you go. I'm struggling with words today. And the last video, the fifth video, is just the review, rounding it up, what me and Sharmaine thought of the book, whatever. But we flipped the questions and the recommendations this week, because we chose, if you guys don't know, for the month of February, we chose The Silent Patient, which I have right here, actually, right on the side. It makes my little reading nook. I finished it already, and I will not talk about it. You guys will have to wait till the review. But I finished it. This was it right here. And the thing is when Sharmaine started looking up questions, she just said she didn't look too deep into it, but it seemed like every time she tried to find questions, there was like spoiler warnings. So it doesn't seem like there's questions that don't give you spoilers, and she didn't want to ruin the book for herself, obviously. So we flipped our little timeline for this book. So instead of today being the questions, today's going to be the recommendations for the next book we're going to read. Then next week will be the questions video. So if you guys want to join us for book club and you want to get ahead and know what the questions are as you're reading, definitely watch next week's video. And then the week after that is finally the wrap up, what we thought of The Silent Patient. And then we'll be going into the next book. So like I said, this one will be the recommendation. So me and Sharmaine are going to be recommending some books, so definitely go check her out. I will link her down below. We usually recommend 2 or 3, so I have 2 right in front of me. Perfect timing. They got delivered today. Amazon was having a select books buy one get one 50% off sale, and both of these books were in my TBR, which is to be read pile. I love both authors, so I said I'm going to get both of them. So that's exactly what I did, because I want to say they were like $10 each or something, or like $10.99, $12.99 at the highest, you know what I mean? And then it was buy one get one half off. So I know the 2 of them together was like between $15 to $20. So it was very cheap, definitely less than 20. Anyway, so The Housemaid is by Frida McFadden. So one of my favorite suspenseful books, other than The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I tell you guys all the time is my favorite series of all time. But one of my favorite standalone suspenseful book is The Inmate. And The Inmate is written by Frida McFadden. And I remember talking about The Inmate with a friend who also read it. And she told me, she goes, yeah, all of Frida McFadden's writings is so good. And I said, well, this was my first book by her. She was like, oh my God, Taylor, you should read The Housemaid, read her other books. They are so, so good. So that's when I put it on my 2BR. I'm going to get more into the book in 1 second. And then my other literally favorite romantic books, but there's a little twist too. Oh, it's such a good book. It is literally my #1 book ever. Is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That is the book that started my love for reading again. I used to love to read. I used to read all the time, pre-college. Then college came and I had to be forced to read the books they wanted me to read. And then life, I got a job that had more responsibilities, more work from home. Netflix gets in the way, caring for my grandmother. So I fell out of reading. And then in 2022, one of my goals for the year was to read at least 1 book a month. And I started it in January, and the first book I read was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Joe's mom and sister have a little book club that they do, and they loved the book. They were like, Taylor, you're gonna love it, you should get it. And then my brother's girlfriend loves to read too, and she read the book, And she was like, oh, I'll loan you my copy. And guys, it was amazing. And that's what started it all. Then I read like 3 books in February. I surpassed my goal, but that's mostly because I went to Disney World and I read a lot on the plane. And then I read a book in March. I read a book in April. I read a book in May. And then June came and Sharmaine asked if I wanted to be part of book club. And I stuck with 1 book a month for the whole year 2022. So my goal this year is to read 2 books a month. So I want to read the book of the month, book of the month club. That's an actual subscription book. I want to read. So obviously I'm going to read the book for book club. So a little, but then I'm going to read one of my own. So that way it's, that's my new goal. So that way I'm not reading just 1 a month. I'm surpassing it by a little bit and improving from last year. Guys, I'm on my 4th book for February. So I am doing good. I only read 1 in January. So I guess making up for that. But anyway, so I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like I said, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was one of my favorite books ever. I have read 1 more of hers. It was actually one of the ones I read for this month. After I Do. And it was good. Definitely nowhere near Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But it was a good story. This is another one of, like, whenever you hear Taylor Jenkins Reid, everyone always says 7 Husbands and Daily Jones and the Six. Like, those are the 2 you always hear about. In fact, this even got picked up and is going to be a movie. I saw or is it a TV show? Pretty sure it's going to be a movie. Either way, it's going to be on the big screen. And I even saw a little, like, commercial for it on Instagram, an ad. I don't know what word I'm looking for today. Yeah, it even says, author of the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, now a streaming series. So I guess it is a TV show. Oh, and it was Reese's book club book. So anyway, these are the 2. I'm sorry, guys. The 2 I'm recommending. I literally pulled that way too roughly, and my table shook a little. So I'm going to just read you the back of each one. And then I think it's going to be on my community poll this month because Sharmaine, it was on Charmaine's last month if I remember correctly. So just keep an eye out for that. And this says, an explosive, dynamite, down and dirty look at a fictional rock band told in an interview style that gives it irresistible surface energy, although the real power of this delicious novel is that its tender beating heart. It's an anthem and a ballad and a marvel. So that was just like a quote. And it says, Daisy is a girl coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs at the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars, and dreaming of singing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of heedless beauty that makes people do crazy things. Also, getting noticed in The Six, a band led by the brooding Billy Dunn. On the eve of their first tour, his girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant, and with the pressure of impending fatherhood and fame, Billy goes a little wild on the road. Daisy and Billy cross paths when a producer realizes that the key to supercharged success is to put the 2 together. What happens next will become the stuff of legend. The making of that legend is chronicled in this riveting novel, written as if it were the oral history of one of the biggest bands of the 70s. And Daisy Jones and the Six, Taylor Jenkins Reid brilliantly captures an unforgettable place and time in an utterly distinct voice. And it says sophisticated and ambitious, the New York Times best-selling review. And then 2 other books that are very popular too. Carrie Sacco is back, and Malibu Rising. Those are both on my TBR. When I love an author, I really stick with it. You guys will kind of can tell behind me, not that you're seeing like close-ups, but I have like a few Emily Henrys. I have a few Christina Laurens. I have a few, is it coming to me right now? Holly Jacksons. And I have, oh, what's the one that, the One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next. I can't think of that author right now, but all right, so that is the Daisy Jones and the Six. I believe it does obviously have some romance, but you're following a rock band, so it's definitely more storyline than just like a romance. But I wouldn't list that as like suspenseful. This is the suspenseful novel. I literally read The Inmate in like 12 hours, guys. Like, and even Evelyn Hugo I read in like 2 days. So good. So this says, welcome to the family. Nina Winchester says as I shake her elegant manicured hand. I smile politely, gazing around the marble hallway. Working here is my last chance to start fresh. I can pretend to be whoever I like, but I'll soon learn that the Winchester secrets are far more dangerous than my own. dot, dot, dot. Every day I clean the Winchester's beautiful house top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school and I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my tiny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up, how she tells strange lies about her own daughter, and how her husband, Andrew, seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Lena's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once, just to see what it's like. But she soon finds out. And by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself, the Winchesters don't really know who I am. They don't know what I'm capable of. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. So, these are the two books I am recommending. So it's The Housemaids by Frida McFadden and Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reads. Definitely keep an eye out. Like I said, in my community poll, Sharmaine's community poll, watch the Thursday video so you can get a better idea. Cause of when it'll be up on the community poll, because we did do it a week earlier, so I don't know if she wants to post it like right after this. Not right after this video, we usually do it the weekend after. She wants me to wait till next week. I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, just keep an eye. Go watch Sharmaine's video. Be here next week if you want to know the questions for the silent patient. I have been in a reading, like, so I was gonna say stump. It's not, that's the opposite. Like, my reading era, my reading, like, just in a reading vibe lately, and I have been loving it. There's just so many good books out there, so many good authors. Not enough time in a day, but I'm really proud of myself. 4 books this month. Go me. And the month's only halfway. Today's the 15th. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway. That is it for this video, guys. I do Mass Mondays every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesdays are my unboxings and hauls. Thursday is my book club videos. Thursday is usually a vlog or a cooking video or a review. It's kind of like a bonus, like whatever I got in my camera roll kind of day. Saturdays are my outfits of the week. I've been filming my work outfits each day, Monday through Friday. And if I go out on the weekend, I include those as well. And then Sundays is Self-Care Sunday with Hope. Except this Sunday, I won't have a self-care Sunday. Unless, I might give myself the day off. Unless I post one and just, not include. I know Hope's not posting one this week, because it's her birthday week. So she's doing a birthday collab. I don't want to post one without her. And I could use a day off. So that's all right. But that's my normal schedule, the Monday through Sunday. So if any of that sounds good, definitely consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you're notified next time I upload. If you like book club, you like me, you like Sharmaine, you like reading, you love these authors like Frida McFadden, and you love Daisy Jones and the Six, let me know down below in the comments. Like the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and gets us out there in the YouTube world. I would love to see this book club just get bigger and bigger. I know Sharmaine had said this month was our biggest one yet. You guys seem to really love The Silent Patient. And even these two. I do feel like these are very, very popular books. I mean, the fact that this is going to be a TV show, and it's 2 very well-known authors, like, so, and I'm definitely curious to see which one Sharmaine's is recommending. But that is it for this video, guys. Be safe.